This ESPN 97.5 and ESPN 97.5.com podcast is presented by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Incredible! Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed sports history being made. Bobby Simmons takes it to the hole, dunks it, overtime, 3 seconds left. Oh my God! Yeah. I am the champion. Okay.
You're listening to Houston Game Day on ESPN 97.5, presented by Beef and Bun Barbecue in Spring Branch. From the Lipo Dental Studios in Houston, Texas, here's Mike Lebischak and Barry Laminack.
Welcome back, Houston Game Day, ESPN 97.5, Mike Lebischak and Barry Laminack. We are now joined by your freshly minted 2014 ESPN 97.5 Rock the Mic champ, Cameron Thomas, who drove all the way out here on 2 weeks in a row. Come visit with us. Congratulations, man. Well, it's not even been 48 hours.
Yeah.
You all about that life, man?
I am about that.
All
life.
right, first rule, don't cuss.
Got you.
Ever.
Don't cuss.
Ever. That's for Glenn Davis only.
Yeah.
He's the only one here that does soccer. Yeah, exactly. So what's shaking, man? What's been going down? Y'all...
Ever since I won. Well, first of all, the night I won.
Ever since I won 2 days ago.
Yeah, two whole days ago.
He acts like he won like 5 years ago. Ever since I won, I'm exhausted.
all of 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are just wanting to be my friend these days.
You see?
I found a lot of friends.
All of a sudden you got Twitter
campus.
followers? Oh, on campus, huh?
All of a sudden I have friends around campus who know my name now.
That's very cool. I did see Adrian Holden and Robert Parker, who were the first two winners, reach out to you on Twitter, which was very cool to welcome you into the crew.
It happens, man. You're going to get ready because you'll start getting asked for autographs. I went to a baseball game with A.J. Hoffman, and the fans were just going nuts. Yeah, you can, and then you're going to have issues. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
All right, well, to get ready because the women will start hitting on you like crazy. They go nuts, man. It's what? I got hit on the other day, Michael Carrell, at Walmart. She was pregnant too, but it's all right.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It was very weird too, y'all. I was standing in line. She was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And then she saw my wedding ring. She's like, "Oh, you're married." Like I was messing it up. Like it was like my fault we weren't going to be together. I was like,
damn you.
I know. I was like, yeah, I'm married.
Nerve.
What about you? You got the little thing down there.
She didn't like it, man.
She was like, does it matter? I'm telling you, this is the life you're going to live, man.
So let's talk
I'll
about.
be confined to my room this
is a spoils.
Mom will crack the whip. I have a
Really?
feeling, yeah.
No.
So let's talk about Friday night a little bit,
Live
man.
your life, young man.
Up until that point, and the way we do this contest, if you didn't hear it Friday night, I wish we had the soundbite of it. That would have been cool to pull ahead of time. Is that they put you and
Wow.
They put you and the other guy who makes the final. It was Alan in this case, and they give you each a microphone, and only one of them's live, and you say your name. And what did it feel like once you heard your name was the one going over the air? How'd that feel?
Well, I just wanted to like fall. Like when they told us what they were going to do, I've never said my name with such little confidence in my life. I was like, how am I going to react if my name is not the one being heard?
Man, that would
I've never thought about that. I would yell it so loud that it was louder than the guy with the microphone on, and people would still think that I
would
won.
have leaned into his microphone too, just in case, so you could have heard my name coming through it.
Like,
I
I think
does that mean it's a tie?
I would have looked and the mic's not on.
This thing on. He's used to that.
Yeah.
Barry does that a lot. He's in stand up. He's having. Is this on?
Hello, guys.
Can hear
Anyone?
y'all breathing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, honestly, this was probably the contest where, and AJ and I were talking about this after it was over. We honestly didn't know who it was going to be until that mic came on. We usually have a pretty good idea halfway through, but we were really happy and jacked to hear your name go out as the one, man. So,
Rain Man in the house.
Tell us a joke.
Yeah, way to go. You blew that. That was terrible. How do you not know one joke?
Didn't have a single one.
Do you have a joke? Tell me a joke.
I do not have a joke.
What? You still don't have a joke?
Oh,
my God.
I didn't know I was supposed to look up
Turn his mic
jokes.
off, Michael Carrell.
Well, I'll tell you this. You'll be making the rounds here over the next few weeks. I have a feeling you'll be on the rush. You'll definitely be on the blitz. And you need to have a joke prepared because I have a feeling
will get a
AJ
joke.
will come out.
I'll help you write one.
I'll get a joke.
Yeah.
Or you might just want to pick up like a joke book at Books A Million. like in the kids department.
Books A Million. What the hell is Books A Million?
Yeah.
Give me a joke right now. Give me a joke.
Give you a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Wasn't that what dude said? What
You
did
come
he
see
say?
me win at Tubelos.
And then you lose. How you gonna make up a joke about winning, but then you lose? That's not. You can't do that.
Well, you can now follow. You always could, but now you can follow Cameron on Twitter. He is at C Thomas KPVU. The KPVU. Obviously, you go to Prairie View.
Yes.
And if you check out the profile, we talked about this a little last week. You do host a show out there, but it is changing times. Is that what I heard before?
Yes. We've normally been on Monday mornings, but because of some things that have happened at the station, some new regime has come in.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. It's a good thing.
It's never a good thing.
It's a good thing. Change is good. But we're going to move to Sundays.
What?
Change is good. We're going to move Sundays to 3 to 4 now, right in the afternoon, right after
So you're
all
gonna
the
be busy on
That was a
Sunday.
good decision, actually, to not go up against us directly.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want things to be too easy.
That's why we made you the winner. We didn't want the. We heard you might be moving to Sundays at 10 to noon.
So last week, one of the questions that we asked you was about Prairie View because you do cover them. You do a sports talk
Yes.
deal out there. Except for one game tonight, we've got Memphis and I keep forgetting the other
Baylor.
school. And Baylor tonight. God. Pretty much week one of college football is in the books, man. What'd you come away with? What were your takeaways? What were your impressions of week one so far?
My impressions of week one, Todd Gurley out of Georgia is definitely has something to say about Melvin Gordon being the number one back in the country. With his performance, I had 15 for 198, 3 scores, and I think he had a 100-yard kickoff return as well.
He did.
Yeah, so he really wanted to.
That -5 receiving, though, kind of sticks out
Yeah,
to me.
it kind of sticks out, but it's not something that, is going to.
But it's interesting that you mentioned those two guys, Cam, because watching the Georgia game, first half, I didn't think Gurley got the ball nearly enough.
Right.
Wisconsin last night, Gordon didn't get the ball in the second half.
I thought he was hurt.
Cost him the game. Well, they asked that after the game. They asked Gary Anderson if he was hurt. He says, not that I'm aware. And they asked Gordon. He said he wasn't hurt. So what do you chalk that up to? Poor coaching? Outthinking themselves? What do you think happened?
I think it's poor coaching, unless it could be something behind the scenes. Maybe there was a minor infraction inside the Wisconsin locker room that we don't know about. But there has to be some kind of explanation for
Breaking team rules at halftime.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe he tweeted.
Maybe he. I don't follow college players on Twitter.
I don't either.
That's a bad move. Yeah, be strictly for entertainment purposes. Well, what else is there besides those two? Alabama struggling with West Virginia, I would say, is a fair term.
They did struggle fairly, but I mean, I guess it's to be expected with new quarterback now, Lane Kiffin and his offense. Everyone's still adjusting, but it doesn't hurt when you have Henry and Yeldon just racking up yardage on the ground. Any quarterback loves a good running game, right?
I'll tell you what, the way Lane Kiffin's career arc is going, he is one more screwed up job away from the Football Hall of Fame. It seems he does nothing but screw up, get promoted. I wish I was touched. My life was touched in that way. Wouldn't that be nice? One thing I didn't like yesterday, and ESPN was the main culprit, they always are of this, is when they're talking about the different games that went down yesterday, they talk about how Alabama faced a tough and gritty West Virginia team. There was another one similarly where a ranked was battling an unranked. Notre Dame faced a tough and game Rice. But when
no one said that.
I did.
Now you're just making things up.
No, listen to me. You don't even watch TV. You said that.
No one
First
said
half,
that.
they were talking about how game Rice was at halftime, about how much of a fight they
no
put.
one said
But when
that.
it came to OSU and Ohio State yesterday, given the turnover, the quarterback situation, obviously playing Navy in Baltimore yesterday, they got no credit. They're like they survived Navy yesterday.
Did Oklahoma State get any credit from anyone? I think that's who was tough and
I'll
gritty.
tell you what, J.W. Walsh does not care about Jameis Winston.
They were tough and gritty.
Until he Rosencoptered it there in the fourth quarter yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
That thing sneaks up on you. You can never call that play. But I'm thinking, oh, man. Yeah. And Twitter, all the air was let out of Twitter because I think everyone's expecting Florida State to – I think a lot of people thought Cowboys were going to win that.
Florida State themselves probably expected to show up and, hey, we're Florida State, we're national champs, and they expected to just roll them. And Oklahoma State had other intentions.
I agree.
Biggest surprise to me was Wisconsin blowing their lead against LSU.
Tanner McElroy.
Yeah, but you
played
get
safety
jumped out
last year.
But you jump out to a lead like that against LSU, and you're a power running team, and you can't hold that lead.
The very thing that you're known for, you abandon.
Yeah.
If you
That's
hear
bad
Wisconsin
news.
had a lead and threw 2 late picks to lose it, there's a problem.
Exactly.
I mean, he was just giving the ball away.
Yep.
That's true.
Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
When we come back, the three of us are going to give
Hold
you
on.
our picks.
No
for
one even
what?
talked about the Aggies. Both of you
We were
off
saving
my
that.
Christmas
We were
list.
saving that for
off
the
my
second
Christmas
segment.
list.
All right, fine.
I get a Christmas gift?
I mean, hell, it happened
No.
Thursday.
Why not?
When
no,
we
you don't get it because you didn't say the Aggies.
When we come back, three of us going to give us our picks for the
Super Bowl.
NCAA football Final Four, Heisman picks, stuff like that. Stay tuned. It's Houston Game Day, ESPN 97.5.
Never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause they're gonna be